Hey gang, Dr. Fred with Elite Coaching, and this is Creating Chiropractic Believers video, and we're going over, are you tired of hearing, Doc, can you crack my back? Doc, just crack my back. Hey, now get this, because, we have this Creating Chiropractic Believers, and I get it, man. I mean, we're on the CBP Facebook page, and you're getting this in your email. Chiropractic is not a belief. It's a fact. I get it. CBP research, it's more than a fact. It's truth. And actually, it's physics and it's math. It's not just the truth, it's a law, right? We talk about gravity and curves. And the thing is, the difference is that's the truth to us. We see this research. We love the research because it gives us conviction. It gives us a solid ground to stand on. It's not something you believe. It's something that is truth. And because of that truth, that we live a life with a corrected spine, and it's our life purpose to have as many people as possible go through CBP care and get a corrected spine. I get it. So when people say it's not something we believe, the thing is you're not getting what the message is creating believers. Now, why do we create believers? Because the truth is, after studying 20 years of human behavior, and I know that you love research. So what if we looked at research of human behavior? If we're going to do research with technique, then what if we looked at that related to human behavior? And really what it is, if you want to create a lifetime patient, as many as possible that not only go through correction, and CBP doesn't always feel good, you guys know that, but you want to change the way people live their life, and you want to do it on a subconscious level. People don't have to decide on Monday, gee, do I want to go on Wednesday? Gee, do I want to stay on once a month? I don't know. Do I want to pay another $80 to go every Monday? If you want that behavior to happen automatically, then you change what they believe. Can we use facts in the process? Yes, you have to. But is research alone? If you gave them research alone and you said, okay, here's all the research, what are you going to do? Do you think you're still going to hear, I can't afford it? Do you think you're still going to hear, I don't have time? You think you're still going to hear, Doc, just crack my back? So that's what this is about. So the question is, do you want to create more lifetime patients? And this is all based on research. So here's how you can evaluate your own litmus test to how you're doing. And that is the most important statistic in a corrective care practice is your PVA, patient visit average. How do you calculate that? Take your average visits per week divided by your average new patient. So if you have 200 patients a week and you get an average of 5 new patients a week, that's a 40 PVA. That means the average person is staying for 40 visits. So here's really the scale of how this works. If you do that number and you're 30 or under, it's really a symptom care practice because the average person isn't really going past the first phase of correction. If you're 40 PVA, then the average patient is going to be going through the first phase of correction. Does that mean you're still going to have lifetime patients? Yeah. Does that mean you're still going to have people quitting on day 2? Yeah, but the average is 40. When you're 60 to 70, you have a person going through 2 phases of care. If you're 70 above, that means the majority of patients are not only going through 2 phases of care, but into lifetime. So my question is, which one is your purpose? Does your PVA match your purpose? That's it. That's all we're saying. So I give you these videos because what I'm going to do is show you how people make decisions in their life. And I get it's logic. I get it's research. I get all that. I don't need to say it again. But the reality is you're talking to a stay-at-home mother. Her life purpose isn't corrective care chiropractor. You're talking to a bank teller. You're telling to a person that sells cars. Their life purpose is not corrective care, right? They're not a chiropractor. They didn't sit through the week-long certification, right? So they have a different life. They come in with different mindsets. All I'm saying is, do you want to change their mindset? So I'm going to go through with how to handle someone that says, Doc, just crack my back, because that is not consistent with corrective care. So here's one thing that I would love for you to do. Number 1, don't believe a word I say. Don't believe any of this. It's not about a belief system anyway. So don't believe it. Just go ahead and try it. And if you try it and you're diligent about it and you help transfer these people who've been to other chiropractors and now get under corrective care. I know you're already doing that with some. There's no question you're already successful. Don't believe me, just go do this because we know it works. Why? Because we teach boot camps and we take tons of CBP people, docs just like you, and we help them increase their commitment to care 30 to 50% almost overnight. Based on that, we're going to give you a little research, so to speak, on well, literally on human behavior. 4 qualities that make a decision powerful. How do decisions get emotionally wired in people's brain? Well, there's 4 of them. We teach in boot camp 1 and 2. The first one of them, this is the 4th one, is something that's been repeated and rewarded. What's that mean? They do the same thing over. It gives them a positive result, so they keep making the same decision because it gets hardwired in their brain. Now, when a person has back pain, they feel it in their physiology. They make a decision. They're in an emotional state because their back hurts. They get relief. And if we talk to them, if we focus on their pain, and even though we talk about correction, they still can leave. Now, can you convert some? Yeah, so when they come in repeated and rewarded, the thing is when it's hardwired in their brain and gets filed in their subconscious mind, they will make a decision over and over and over again, even if that decision becomes self-destructive, because it's hardwired in them. And that's the way it works. And some people, some of us, I mean, we've gone through this, right? That's why people don't like change, because there's certainty in what they've already done. It's been repeated and rewarded. This is what I'm going to do. You know, I'm going to talk about facts and I'm going to do this and this is who I am and this is that. But when they walk out, see, there's a difference. Did you do things right or did you do the right thing? And that's a question for you to answer. If they walk out, did you do the right thing? You've definitely done things right. But if they quit, they don't go through full correction, lifetime care, if that's your goal, did you do the right thing? That's a question for you to answer. 4 qualities that make a decision powerful, repeated and rewarded. So that just know that they'll do things even if it's self-destructive. So first I want to give you the principle of commitment and consistency. What that means is when a person says something in agreement, this is human behavior, when they say something in agreement, they tend to follow through with it. So one of the mantras we say in Elite is it doesn't matter what you say, it matters what they say. Okay, that's it. It matters what they say. So I'm going to give you 5 steps of things they have to say. 5 steps, 5 things. How many? 5. Okay, the first one is to eliminate doc crack my back, which means they have an impression of a segmental problem, back pain. They have to say, my whole spine is weak. They have to say, I have a full spine problem. Well, how do you do that? Hey, when you do posture screen, you're doing the exam, you show them that they have a postural problem, then they have to say, what, my whole spine is weak. So when you show them, you know, one of the most common causes of back pain is a thoracic shift, thoracic translation, right? So if they have a thoracic translation and you're going to say, look, your whole thoracic cage is shifted. You know, we learn in CBP, the torso is 2/3 body weight. You have 2/3 body weight coming down, smashing on one side of your back. So if they have a thoracic translation, the side of compression is going to be on that side. That's typically where they're going to have their back pain. Hey, if it's on the other side, they probably have a disc bulge. So the thing is, the whole weight of your body is shifting. You can put them in their postural distortion, push down on the shoulders. Where do you feel it? I feel it in my low back. I'm not touching your spine. Look at this whole postural distortion. So you have all these injuries, postural injuries, and it's all coming down, smashing on your low back. So then you run your hand from the occiput down to the sacrum. What part of your spine is weak? They'll say, my whole spine. Then you say, with that thoracic shift, what area of your spine would you have to correct to fix your back pain? Pat on their mid-back. And they say, my mid-back. So is your back pain really coming from your low back? No. Where's it coming from? And you run your hand, my whole spine. When they say it, now you can tell them, because I'm sure you've already told them, my whole spine, you got a full spine problem in your own words, but do they believe you? Some people do, but do people say, I can't afford it? Why do they say I can't afford it? I can't afford it is not a physical condition. It's a belief system. It's something they've wired. If people say they can't afford it, they've said it a bunch of other times before. what they're saying is, you haven't shown me why I should afford it, why I should find the money. That's what I can't afford it means. So if you want to eliminate that, doc, can you just crack my back after everything you've done? First, they got to say my whole spine is weak. Then they have to say, if this is the truth, that it's coming from another area. Then another thing they have to say is, I don't want to be like this anymore, right? Why did you start CBP? Well, if you found it in school, because it was something better. But a lot of doctors, like myself, we got frustrated that we weren't getting correction. Like, I'm done. This technique fixes it. I want to do this. Why do people go on a diet? I'm done being overweight. Why do you get in an argument with your spouse? Because I'm done handling this problem. Why do your kids get grounded? You say, I'm done, right? So they have to make a must decision. So they say, hey, my whole spine is injured. Nobody else has showed me this. I got to correct the other areas of my spine, eat to get my whole body strong. Otherwise, I'll never get over this problem. And they got to say, I'm done. I'm done doing the same thing. So that's number 3, is I don't want to be like this anymore. So you'd say, are you tired of dealing with back pain? Now, when you have that problem, you guys know your back is the core strength of your body. Your core is right where that lumbar lordosis is. So if you have a translation or loss of the sagittal curve, you have a weakened core structure. You guys know this. So we change the meaning. Are you tired of the whole core strength of your body being weak? So if they don't say it unsolicited, then solicit it. Are you done being this way? They'll say yes. And then you say why. The why, whatever their reason why is going to not only anchor in their body, but it's going to tell you what their priority and their desire is. So my whole spine is weak. Nobody's ever showed me this before. I have to correct the other areas of my spine. I don't want to be like this anymore because I'm tired. I'm getting older, and this is really concerning me. It's keep holding me back from the life I want to live, right? Then you have to eliminate other options. They have to say, I'm done using chiropractic for pain relief. So what would be a good question? Then if they say I'm done, then say, are you done going to doctors that just get rid of your symptoms, that give you short-term results for long-term consequences on your health and strength in your body? Meaning, like, you got a short-term answer, but because you didn't correct it, now look, you have all this degeneration. Hey, you're in your 40s. Your body's breaking down, and you've been dealing with this for 20 years. Are you done going to doctors that have such short-term goals, only getting rid of your pain, that now you have consequences in the strength and health of your body? Are you done going to those doctors? So, see, they have to say they're done going back. Because how many times have you heard a person say, well, maybe I'll go back to physical therapy? Well, gee, I can go down to, what's that, $35? I just blanked on it. The chiropractors that adjust you with no x-rays, right? The joint, that's what it is. Are you done? Like, well, my last chiropractor charged me $30. We were just handling that today in a coaching call. Why? Because they're comparing something in their past. Their past is rewired. This is human behavior. So when you say, man, my whole spine is weak. God, I have to fix my whole spine because really it's coming from another area. I don't want to be like this anymore. I'm tired of dealing with like this. I want to change. And I'm done using doctors for short-term. Actually, I thought it was 5. I guess it's 4. 4 things you have to say, not 5. My whole spine is injured, right? I have to correct another area. I don't want to be like this anymore, and I'm done with pain care. I want to be strong and healthy. So that 5th one's a pretty good one, right? I want to be strong and healthy. When you do that, that's how you eliminate, doc, crack my back. So I hope we got past the fact that, yes, we know CBP is awesome. The research is fact. It's more than truth. It's a law. And that if you want to create lifetime patients, when we change what they believe, so you believe in CBP because the facts convince you. Okay, so we know it's not a belief system, but it's something I want to live. You want people to live it, do this, don't believe what I say, go through those 4 steps. Please call me, let me know, and we'll be giving you more cool stuff coming up. All right, you guys. See you later. Hey.